Mafi.
We have taken the login pages from the internet and created the login pages.
Okay, you done this application,
Yeah, I did it.
and I asked you to try the new thing.
I'll do it today, but I got the site. I have got everything like login page. If the password is invalid, it's giving the error. Everything is okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next, we have seen the Tomcat HDFC Bank app, right?
Yeah.
In this request dispatcher means what?
Sorry, sir. Request.
Request dispatcher means what? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. I can hear you.
What do you use for this? Transferring the control from one particular servlet to another servlet, right?
Oh, yeah,
Or
yeah.
HTML, JSP. Now we have seen a task like say inside the WebINF for the register. I'm doing a bank app, but without the account number, can you have a bank
No,
account?
no.
So we need to create an account and the particular amount, right?
Yes.
So this registration field, I want to add two columns, like two text box I want to add.
Mm-hmm.
In the database, I'll add two columns. So if I'm giving the values, I'm inserting the data into the two columns, right?
Okay.
So that is the task. What is that table name we have?
HDFC.
Right, what is it?
HDFC.
Yeah, describe HDFC you can say and select star from HDFC we have. So a lot of values has been there, right?
Yes.
So here in that HDFC I want to add two columns. So alter table HDFC add what you can say account number of 10 and phone or you can say amount of number of 10, right?
Yes.
So you want to have account number as 15 or 20, you can have it 15. Now for these two columns the values must be retrieved from the HTML page itself, right?
Yes.
So I'll open this thing, edit with Notepad++. The same two text box I want again, like here enter username, password, mail and phone number, right?
Yes.
So similar to phone, I want two times. So I'll copy this thing. I'll paste it directly, like say here I'm pasting it directly twice. Okay.
Yeah.
Now inside that I'll just say account number and you can say amount. Now this is not phone, it's what ACT number in small letters, account number you can say. And this is what you can say it as amount, right?
Yes.
The name attributes are important. And here you can write the thing, enter here account number, enter amount. Just the concept is adding two columns in the database and how to change that HTML thing. From the HTML, how it will go to the register.servlet. So I'll open the WebINF classes register servlet, right?
Yes.
So the values must be retrieved from the, you can say server, web server. So I need to retrieve, like here we have a thing. What a thing you can say? String x equals to request dot get parameter of the account number, right?
Yes.
So if you want, you can have it in double quotes, right?
Yeah.
Now this particular x value must be converted into
Request
integer.
okay.
So here inside the Java we have a particular class known as integer. In integer we have a method. The method is nothing but parse int. What's the method name?
Parse int.
Int. What is that parameter of parse int? String. If you give a string, it will return integer.
Okay.
So what is that string here? Inside that string, in the sense, whatever that value we got from the HTML, and it will return a integer,
Integer.
right? So this is static, right? Parse int.
Yes.
Static means
Depends on class.
right. So here we have a particular int account number equals to integer dot parse int of x. The similar way we need to do it for the amount also, right? Now instead of writing in two lines, I can also write in a single line, like int amount equals to integer dot parse int. Inside that directly I'll write request dot get parameter. And what is the thing you have to copy? You have to copy the amount, because the name attribute is important here, right?
Yeah.
Copy that and paste it here, semicolon. Okay.
Yes.
Now it's a single line instruction. Directly we are trying to do it and executing that request dot get parameter. Okay. After that, here two values got increased, right? So two placeholders must be increased. Okay.
Yeah.
Now what is that fifth value? It is integer. So set int of 5 comma account number, ps dot set int of 6 comma amount, right?
Yes.
The remaining things will be same, right? Nothing will change.
Yes.
Save this thing. So we need to compile that thing. What that compile the thing means? Here you need to do a particular task, like compile the things, classes, copy. So Java C space register dot Java, right?
Yes.
Register server dot Java compile. It got compiled, right?
Yeah.
Now try to restart the server, like start the server once. And we have seen that HTML also must be changed. So if you see that HTML, it has been changed, right? Account number and amount. Okay?
Yes.
So here,
just a question, Rohit, excuse me.
yeah, tell me.
So when you're restarting the server, where is the path for that? I have a little confusion there.
Tomcat bin.
Yeah. Okay.
You just have to close it and open it. So actually, when I get it on the taskbar, I just ping that to the taskbar. So I don't have to go again every time for the okay.
Okay, that's fine. because I'm seeing another name on your on the server, so I got confused.
It will be the commons daemon service runner, like the name will be there, but the thing will be it's prompted.
Okay.
Now, when you run this thing, HDFC Bank app, directly here we are running this login registration. We got two new columns, so I'll drop all the values. So delete from, what is the table name?
HDFC.
Delete from HDFC. 6 rows has been deleted, right?
Yes.
Now I need to give a value. What is that value? You can say, like, I'm giving Shiva, gmail.com 9989. Next, we have, let's say, simple thing, account number and some amount, right?
Yes.
So just we click on the register, it got registered. What is that? You are registered with the thing. So next thing will be login. So what is that login you can say?
Shiva.
Yeah, Shiva. So it's got logged in, right?
Yes.
So we have the values like select star from HDFC. So we got all the values, right?
Yes.
Now, if you see, I need to deposit. When I click on the deposit, it should display a deposit.html. It should ask for an account number, a particular amount. In that account number, I'll be adding up that particular amount, right, to the existing value.
Yes.
So this is the task you can say. So if you click on deposit, the same page will be there. Just instead of welcome, it should display the particular account number and the amount, right?
Yeah.
So what I am doing here inside the Tomcat web apps, I have the HDFC Bank app, register and at home, right? I'll open the home code with the Notepad++. So just what is it? Home.html, right?
Yes.
Copy the entire home.html, open a new file and save it as deposit.html, because here we need a deposit itself, right?
Yes.
So the same link I'm trying to save it here, deposit.html inside the HDFC Bank. Now if I click on this, it got deposit.html, but it's showing the welcome itself. So instead of welcome, inside the deposit, I want to text box, like similar to the login part, you can say. So what I do here, I'll open the login code, and inside that login code, I have a form. That entire form action I'm copying, that field set which is there, just copy that and place instead of this particular welcome, right?
Yes.
And I just have to remove this new user, right? New user is not required at the time of deposit.
Okay.
And instead of login, I just have to say deposit, and we have a login URL pattern, right?
Yes.
Instead of the deposit. So this is user defined things. I'm not changing anything else. Instead of username, I'll just have account number and here instead of username I'll have account number. Next, password must be removed, so I'll just have password. I'll just take it as text. So instead of password you have the amount, right?
Yes.
So what do you need to write here? We need to write the amount. Just I'm saving this thing. So home.html I copied. After that I copied the login code into the deposit.
Yes.
I just copied, right? I didn't type anything. Then refresh. You got the enter account number, enter amount, deposit. Understood, right?
Yes.
Now inside this thing, like if you want to have some space or in between you want to add something else, you can add. Now what is the account number we have?
1234.
1 2, and we should add some amount to that particular 1234 itself, right?
Yes.
So here if I'm adding 4,000, that amount should be added with the 2,000, right?
Yes.
The total amount must be
6,000.
right. Means I need to write a sublet. See, for a link, for an action, I wrote a HTML page. Then to execute that dynamic page, I need to write a servlet. Then to have an interface between a HTML and a servlet, I need to change the web.xml. These three things are mandatory. Okay?
Yes.
So here, what is the next thing I'm saying? I'm writing a deposit servlet where I'll take the same thing as the register, but instead of register, what I have to do? I'll copy. See, I'm again copy pasting it. That's it. I'm not typing the entire thing again. Okay.
Yes.
So instead of having the next part, what is that you can say? Register servlet. We just say it as deposit servlet, right? Now inside this we don't require this username and password and phone, right?
Yes.
Only the account number and the
Balance.
amount is sufficient.
Yeah.
And after that this particular prepare statement is also not required. Just now you have to write as ps equals to con dot prepare statement of what is it, update HDFC set. What you're setting? Amount, right?
Yeah.
To the existing amount I need to add another amount. Means amount equals to amount plus placeholder. So the database amount will be taken, and to the database amount the user entered amount will be added. That is the placeholder value.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Where here account number must be there, right? Another placeholder. So two placeholders are there, right?
Yes.
Now the next thing will be when I'm giving the amount plus placeholder and where account number equals to placeholder, I have to pass the values. ps dot set int of first is from left to right it will go. First placeholder value is what? Amount. So I'll enter this particular 1 comma amount. So from left to right in the sense first amount, then the account number, right?
Yes.
So here amount has been given, then the account number you can say. Next, after that, here you don't have to say registered. You just have to say it as amount added. And now I'll just remove this line. This is not required actually. This line is also not required. And directly I'll go to, instead of register.html, I'll go to home.html, right?
Yes.
So how to save this thing as deposit
Dot Java.
servlet.java. Where we have to save this thing?
Classes.
Inside the .inf classes. Simple thing, right? Retrieving the account number and the amount adding it to the existing value, like updating the things, you can say.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what is the next thing we have to change? We need to compile this code. Means first I have to write Java C
Web class.
web.xml,
Yeah.
but before that we need to generate a dot class, well, right?
Okay.
So now webinf web.xml must be edited.
Mm-hmm.
So open with, you can say, notepad. Again we need to write one more tag, right? Servlet and servlet mapping
Servlet
tag, you
mapping.
can say.
Yes.
Right. Servlet, and you can say end the servlet. And here servlet mapping. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we have a servlet name. This is nothing but a deposit app, you can say.
Servlet name.
And the servlet name must be same as that particular servlet mapping, because it's an interaction between those two. And in order to find this particular servlet class, like what a servlet class, you can see here, it's a deposit thing. So deposit is a servlet class name. So I'll just copy these things, paste it here. So every time try to copy paste, it's better thing.
Yeah.
Servlet class. And next you have this URL pattern. Is it audible properly?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine. That URL pattern, you can say, or the URL pattern we have given. We have to go for the particular deposit.html. Here the slash deposit is there, right?
Yeah.
That's the URL pattern. Copy paste it. It's better between the URL patterns. And how to check whether XML is fine or not? Open with browser, right?
Yeah.
If the code is coming as it is, means
Okay.
there is no problem in syntax. It's working fine. Now I need to close that server. Again, start the server. Right? So the thing is, I need to log in, right? So log in. What's the details, you can say? Okay, it's a HTML file actually. So I need to log in inside a direct page. Now click on deposit. You got the account number. Suppose you say here account number is 1234 and the amount I'm adding is 4000. So 4000 plus 2000, it should be.
6,000.
You got it updated.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can see, if you know the flow in the sense way to change, it's very easy, right?
Yes.
Like take the values, way to way the value should go, how the actions must be performed. You need to update or set. You can select, insert or delete, right?
Yes.
Now I have done it for the deposit.
Yeah. Sir, how about the
Okay,
logout? If we want to give the logout button, then we have to do the same thing.
come again. We
For
have to.
for the logout, you didn't give the coding, right? So for logout also we have to do the same thing. Again, we have to make a class.
Yes, yes. Like, but for that you need to know sessions. Once you
Yeah.
know the sessions, then you can understand how to log out. Because directly you can't. Yeah, if you want, you can redirect actually.
Mm-hmm.
But sessions, it will be clear.
Okay.
So I just shown you this thing. Next part will be the JSP.
Okay.
So on Monday I'll start the JSP part, and again I'll come for the HTTP servlet.
Okay.
So JSP, why? Because if you see here, we have some problems with servlet. When I say withdrawal, or you can say balance inquiry, I'll give the account number, right?
Yes.
So it will display the amount.
Yes.
So we display the amount in a servlet, right?
Yeah.
But in a servlet, can you design all these things? Can you write the entire code as the design? This entire design, is it possible using println?
No.
It's very difficult, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
To overcome that, we are using the JSP.
Okay.
What is JSP? What is the advantage of JSP? What are the drawbacks of servlet? We'll see on Monday class. So your task will be include the, you can say what, a radio button, checkbox, select box. What are the methods are there? Like in a Gmail form, we will have, right? Gmail or Facebook, we
Yeah.
have all the options, right?
Yeah.
So try to create a form like that.
Uh,
Use all the form tags. Then it will be easy, because in real time, what are the tags you are using? If you know all those things, then it will be easy for you to write the coding, right?
yeah.
So here we have a particular like select box, you can say, or radio button you need to keep in the form of gender, right?
Yes.
You can keep hobbies and have the check boxes, or different things you can select there, check boxes. Okay.
Okay.
So simple task, use all the options of form tag, and try to do the program. Okay,
Okay.
except date and file uploading, because you haven't seen that thing, right?
Yeah.
Apart from date file uploading, you can do the different. Okay,
Okay.
so today what you have done, we added a particular two columns and two particular text box. In that, I have given the values, and then I've added to the database. And after login, we created a deposit, taken an account number and amount, and we should store the value. But the thing is, if I enter like 3456, or I'll create one more login, like say register now. I'll say Ravi. Account number is 5678. Amount is some 3000. Now I'm just registering here. It got registered. I'm just saying Ravi and Ravi. Inside this deposit, I'll enter 1234 and have amount of like 5000. So is it deposit is being done into his own account, or like you can say Shiva account?
Account number 1234.
Yeah, that is what Shiva's account number, right?
Yeah.
So it will deposit inside Shiva account number, right?
Yeah.
But actually it should deposit in our account itself. Means if you are giving the account number, you should able to accept in this account number itself, right?
Yes.
But here it's not getting updated in Shiva, it's getting updated in the Ravi. So I need to check a condition now. What is the condition? Is that person who have logged in and the account number both are same or different?
Okay.
That comparison can be done only using sessions now. So the next concept will be sessions, but Monday we'll start the JSP part. Okay.
Okay.
So once that sessions and JSP is clear,
Mm-hmm.
then we can use that bin class. MVC will be there.
Okay.
What's that MVC pattern? You can see.
Okay.
What do you mean by MVC?
Model view controller.
Right. the same thing what we have inside the JDBC servlets and JSP.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the drawbacks of servlets and why we need to use the JSP? That also we'll see.
Okay. So
But your task will be create a registration page where you have to use all the form related things.
mhm.
Okay,
Yeah. Sir, so
agree with your
MVC
button.
will be the last topic, right? So after that,
Yes,
okay.
Hibernate.
After the Hibernate, and what about framework?
Hibernate is a framework.
Okay.
And Spring.
String.
Spring.
String. Okay.
See, we have Hibernate framework and Spring framework in the market,
Mm-hmm.
which are being used. Okay,
Okay.
so I'll be taking the Hibernate framework and the Spring framework after the MVC part.
Okay. So hopefully maybe
Hibernate
next
is
month.
nothing but an alternate way of writing the JDBC.
Okay.
So in the same application, we'll see MVC. In the same application, instead of the model, we'll use the Hibernate.
Okay.
And the same application, we'll see how to do the Spring. Means insert, update, delete, and select. If you can perform these four tasks in any particular programming technology, then
Mm-hmm.
you have a grip of it. These are the things only we use, right? Mostly.
Yeah.
Only DML operations will be done. Any language, if you take the DML operations is done, then you can write the coding easily. But you should know the flow. Which file to which file we are interlinking. And here, if I don't write the servlet and servlet mapping tag, can I execute the deposit servlet?
No.
So you should know those concepts. Then it is useful, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So these are the things which we use in the market, present market. And after these two things, you can like start that particular marketing. Or after MVC also, you can start the marketing. Why? Because when you get the calls, if
Yeah.
someone is asking you questions, the same questions you can see in the Hibernate concepts. So
Okay.
you'll get awareness like what kind of questions they'll be asking you in the interview.
Okay.
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 And anyhow, you might be going with proxy, but you should at least know the details of the questions what they might ask, right?
Okay. So next month,
Fine then.
hopefully, we'll complete the course. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Hibernate, like 10 classes will be there,
Uh-huh.
and this will be taking 15 to 20 classes. The spring,
Okay.
because we'll be seeing Spring MVC, the main thing which we use, and they will be having Spring JDBC also. But that Spring JDBC is not being used. Instead of Spring JDBC, we use Hibernate actually.
Okay.
So it's a link up of all the things. We'll discuss this one by one. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else?
Fine.
Yeah. So do that application and send me. Send me the screenshots. It's better because others will also see.
Okay. I'll do that.
Yeah. And did you record the session?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I recorded.
Okay. You just try to upload it and post in the group.
Okay. Okay.
Next class on Monday then. Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you, Rohit.